Don't let the Bowling Green name fool you. This is hands down the top playbook in NCAA 26. And honestly, there is no rival to this right now and probably the rest of the year. You can scheme from multiple elite formations and dominate from day one. You're not only going to have the normal Y off close, bunch offset, and bunch strong offset, three of the best formations in the game, and they're only found in one playbook, Bowling Green. And that's not all. You also got bunch tight end, trips tight end, and the nastiest pistol set in the game. Day 2 of our 7-day playbook challenge, and we're dropping heat all year long. If you enjoy content like this, don't miss an upload. Subscribe and leave me a comment so I can answer any questions you have. Let's jump into it. One last thing, I want to show my appreciation to the entire community. It means a whole lot that we've grown this channel this quick. And when we hit 250 subs, I want to shout out the first person that's in a comment on that milestone in an upcoming video. And then when we hit 300 subs, I'm going to pick one of your personal schemes to break down and feature right here on the channel and make sure to shout you out. So before we actually jump in and break down the formation, I'm just going to show you the different formations and why they're so really good in this playbook, what makes it the best one. You have normal Y off close here. Again, probably one of the most popular formations in all of 25. You have some great exit halfback plays with the motion, RPO alert out, mesh spot, inside zones, and they're going to be your base run. And then you have Y sail, which is probably one of the best plays in all of 25 and definitely going to be that way in 26. Normal Y off, we talked about this formation in our last playbook yesterday in Penn State. Also a very good formation. Doubles halfback week always offers some great passing and running stuff. Trips tight end, obviously a staple formation for years. Every year it just seems like the best trips formation in the game. Base, your RPO shuffle tight end screen, X spot, you have a read option, PA shot wheel, then curl flat, great. And then you have a speed option and a counter in this trips tight end. And not every trips tight end has the curl flat and some of these other plays. So that's what really makes this one unique. You have trips Y over is a nice little formation. But here's where we get into the meat and potatoes of this stuff, right? Is bunch offset is amazing. It's been for years. Classic, you got your Z spot, you have a read option, you have verts halfback under, which is going to be the staple play we'll end up covering. Curl flat, always great play. Again, another mesh spot. You have an outside zone run here. Motion screens, motion spot plays, inside zone. So great formation, and actually it's one of two playbooks that has bunch offset and the normal Y off close. The other being Maryland, which we're going to drop a video on that here soon as well. Then you have the bunch strong offset. Again, one of the other big formations of the game, corner strike, super popular, is this B route. Gets on the corner that you can't actually hot route on a outside receiver. So that makes that unique. You're going to have crack toss. You're going to have duo, which is arguably the best shotgun run in the game. Then of course, you have dagger. You have Y trail. So this playbook already with bunch offset and normal off close. Now you had bunch strong offset. Then you also have bunch tight end. We won't have time to cover bunch tight end. We'll put that in the second part of the video. But this bunch tight end is really good. The only play it's missing is the whips play from 25 that everybody loved. But then you also have another trips offset. It's really got some good stuff in here. Smash play, zone read option, curl flat. Really good. You have a trap, a counter. So there's a lot of stuff to mix up in here. Trio right open has some interesting stuff as well that you can get into a bag here with. We'll just jump into the best play. We'll go with Y sail. And the only adjustment you really need to make here is Y on a drag. You can also put him on a zig route if you want to as well. That's always a good option. But for the purposes, put him on a drag. So you have this high-low read from X and Y on the left, and then you have your flood concept to the right. So number one rule, any pass play, any video, I'm going to tell you, take what the defense gives you, make them respect underneath. We're not trying to bomb them over the top right away. You want them to open that opportunity up later once you've sit there and you've nickel and dimed them down the field. But if they shade underneath, then yeah, we're going to take away big plays on them all day. So here, you're just reading. Take this drag. This drag's going to be there all day long. Especially if a user tries to take it away and vacate the middle, then that's when your deep dig route from X will get wide open. Here again, quick read, they blitz off the edge there, and you're just going to have easy options in yards. All right, we're going to show you one or two more times here. Again, just trying to hit some of the other routes. See, vacates the middle there. They take down the guy, drops the dig route, but you saw he was wide open and cut inside. And then see if we can get you in here. If you can get a good pass lead against man, and if you want to put this tight end on a sharper cutting route to get outside quicker, you could put him on this one. And again, there, he's going to get open a lot cleaner. There with terrible pass lead by myself. But you see how he really gets open. And then, again, like I said, just take your underneath routes. That's all that matters. Make them respect that, and then they'll open up the bigger play down the field. The one other option you can do is people start getting aggressive, start pressing, and things of that nature. Is I like to streak my tight end and then wheel my running back. And you'll kind of see here, you still have the same reads. And the running back wheel route really gets open. He either gets open on a snap play, as you'll see, nobody will take him out, and you can quick throw it to him, or you can hit him kind of later down the field once he clears the zone, like that, pass lead outside, and it's going to be big plays. So that's going to be the Y sale here. Take a look here at a few other things here. Let's go take a look here at mesh spot. Mesh spot, staple play, very easy. You got your wheel route from your running back. You have your mesh underneath with drag routes Y and A, so they're going to get underneath any kind of zone. And if they're playing man, they're going to rub against each other. And then you have B on this dig route that I put on an in route and stemmed it up twice. So that way he will come once the user vacates the middle to come down and take away one of these drags. Again, you're just taking your options there. We had the running back on the wheel route wide open as well. So again, all you're doing is just putting your outside receiver here on in route. You don't even got to put them up. I just do this so if the CPU defender, I feel like right here he plays it better, so I stem it up one more time there. Doesn't necessarily have to be that way. And again, that rub concept of the two drag routes really gets these drag routes underneath. Take your underneath routes. It's easy yards. Make the defense respect that so the bigger plays down the field will open up. Now let's get into the RPO alert out. So you have your bubble here to the left, so you're going to read if that slot guy lined up over the wide receivers playing over him or playing inside. So we'll just give him a quick read. He drops back. Easy read. It's so simple. So that we don't need to harp on. But be on the speed out route. One of the best things about the RPOs is this speed out route. And what you can do is, this is really about outside leverage. If I see the outside corner is playing off and back, then the B route is going to be open almost every time. You can just snap throw it. It's not going to get intercepted unless somebody were to switch stick it, which most people are not doing that on RPOs. The only thing you have to watch for is when that guy is back is making sure that the slot corner kind of lined up on the inside of B doesn't play outside like a hard flat or something like that, and he'll jump the route. But even then, you can wait a second. He'll get outside, and you see is I'm doing this every single time, even with a bad pass lead animation. RPO alert out, add this to your normal Y off close. Inside zone, I'm not going to touch on that. But that's going to be your only run play, which is probably the only knock against this normal Y off close. You'd like to have maybe like a base or a trap. But the last play we're going to take a look at here is this exit halfback screen. Again, have this little motion out from A. If there's time, A will be in there in the flat, or you'll have B on this corner. But we're really looking at this halfback screen. Again, it's a great compliment, assuming they don't get hung up on the lineman like they did. And you see we're able to house a 30-yard halfback screen there. So take a look. A nice over-the-throw shoulder to she has thrown this into normal Y close. Again, complement it with your run play. You're going to get the most out of it. And then double slant. Double slant's really good as well. But let's move on to the bunch offset. Bunch offset, again, best play to start with it. Verts halfback under. Staple play forever out of this formation. You don't need to do anything to it. Y is going to be your read right away. He gets open underneath. as everything else clears out. A user is really going to have to actually come take this route away or cross man of some sort. So, again, to just kind of show you why he gets open because of the clear out route from the slot point receiver on the bunch side and the tight end. And then you work your way down the field, right? You have B or A. A is going to be right here on his wheel route. We could have hit B as well. If you see they back out like this, you can throw that really quick, get some quick yards. We dropped it there. But these are there for the taking. And that is the route I was looking for on B. Again, if you see nobody's playing underneath and that outside corner drops back, you can just snap throw that right away. Again, you're just going to take what the defense gives you. They're going to give us underneath. We will just eat underneath all the way up the field. And then there will be a spot for this point receiver here, but they seem to keep taking him away, so we're not going to force the issue. But that is going to be the verts play. Again, mesh spot we really just covered in the last formation, but yeah, anytime you see this outside corner backed off, if he does not crash down right away, this out route is going to be open for free 5 yards every single time. So you want to make sure that they're respecting that. Then you have a tight end wheel route over here. Terrible throw animation. Got bumped as the blitzer was coming in. But again, he's another guy that you can quick throw for 5 yards every single time. And then now we'll see if we can get B here involved. RB on the drag, we've already shown you that. And then your wheel route here, again, also quick throw for 5 yards. Get B involved here. I'm still going to put X on the out route, but I'm going to put B on the post. And I'm going to streak the tight end. So that way the drag will take away any underneath attention. Then the tight end's in a streak and stretch out the defense there so B can come underneath. Hit him in a nice little pocket right here for easy 15, 20 yards. If you rack it, it could be more. Just show that one more time. Streak your tight end, post B. He'll be here. And now they're blitzing, so it's going to be wide open. But again, people will try to blitz this bunch because it is so overpowered and they want to force how quickly you make your reads. So mesh spot, spend a little bit more time in that one than I wanted to spend. But super important that you guys see that. The motions here. Motion lead swing spot, motion wide receiver mid screen. Really, really good plays. Z spot is pretty much the same as motion lead swing spot. Only difference really being is that Z spot has the solo receiver on a slant versus the post here. So let's take a look here at why you guys need to be adding this. B here on this little button hook is very nice. Then we have RBY. You're going to make your reads. If they leave the flats open, we're going to hit your running back here, and then he's going to have a lead blocker. Then the last play we're going to touch here on is the bubble screen. Again, you have a slant, you have the bubble, and then you have your halfback on this swing play. So, again, the first read is going to be kind of the bubble. Outside corner drops, go the bubble screen, get your yards. Then again, if they're playing super aggressive, you have this backside slant that's going to be wide open. And then again, if they don't play underneath here, you have this swing route that can get a couple yards too, just as a mix up again. Maybe that's your hot read on a blitz. So make sure you guys are adding this to the play. In the playbook, had a bunch of offset. This is a super high powered formation and is helped me win a lot of games early on. Now, the final one we're going to take a look here is bunch strong offset. First thing we're going to jump into is corner strike. Normally, you want to run this not so much in the middle. You can run in the middle, but to the wide side of the field. The only adjustment I like making is I like putting RB here on a streak. And again, very similar to verts out of bunch offset. You have this running back that will quickly get out of the backfield, and he gets over there really quick and a juke, and it's usually going to be pretty big yards. Very solid. Great first down play. You guys have the C route to the left. Again, that's timing on the break of the throw. And then you have the sharp cutting corner route here from B. But they give us underneath, so I'm just going to take my tight end every play. Again, I'm going to kind of be repetitive here, but take what the defense gives you. Not quite sure why the guy didn't catch it. It wasn't the greatest pass lead either. And if they play cover 2, this corner route's really going to cook it. The last look here is just getting our C route involved. And we waited a little bit longer there for kind of him to get to the sideline. The outside zone doesn't come back in play, kind of stays behind him. So that play is always going to have an opportunity to get there, whether it's on the cut. If you have a good quarterback, he can throw it right on the cut. If not, you may just wait a little second. That way you can pass lead it down and left and go click on it yourself. So that is going to be corner strike. Now let's go touch dagger. Dagger, also one of the staple plays. I really like putting my tight end on a drag, RB on this crosser. I like putting B on a corner route, kind of stemming him down. And then I like putting Y here on a streak. This is the most hot routes of any player will do. Normally, the best plays, you need the least kind of adjustments. But you're going to have this high-low drag crosser. If that vacates, you're going to have your running back open. Here we just took the drag. Drag's always your first read. Set this up again. Drag from the tight end. Crosser from RB. Corner from B. And then Y here on a streak. Again, the more you do it, it gets really easy. Here we just kind of anticipated the opening there. So here, and this is what I'm talking about with the running back here. If they spread out here, and just going to go into replay real quick, just to kind of just show you, is if they take away everything in the middle, you see that guy on the right there underneath really actually goes outside. He has a flat responsibility. And here the running back is just wide open. You have the crosser open as well. But and the last time I run it, B's never really going to be an option. I mean, he can get open, but again, that happens to kind of be a snap throw, and you have to pass lead it out. It's really going to be drag, crosser, running back is how you're going to read it. And just take whatever they give you. Here again, drag was open early. We kind of waited, and the running back really got open into that pocket of the field that wasn't being covered. So again, so we've shown you that. You have flood, wide trail. Again, this is, you can leave this completely stock. The only thing I like doing here is I like putting Y here on a flat route, so he can get outside quicker. So now you have this corner and the flat from RB and Y, and then you have this drag and this angle route coming across the middle to make users choose. Again, take what the defense can give you, go underneath, take your drag here. Now they drop, they take away the drag, we go to the angle route, and then we'll move over to the right here is guy got cooked off the line of scrimmage. We got a terrible throw over the top there. Would have been a touchdown, but again, here you take your flats, whatever easy yards you can get out of that. And then real quick, crack toss and duo. I just got to cover these real quick because they are the two best runs to me in this playbook, but definitely in the formation. Crack toss is definitely going to be about if you can get leverage outside. As you see right here, able to pick up 15 yards. That play doesn't always work like that, but again, it's very good. The one thing I noticed about this on occasion is sometimes these pulling guys, they kind of almost run by the guy that they should pick up and go into the second level to grab the safety or the corner. So just be mindful of that. Mix this up, and then you're gonna have duo, which duo has been really made its way on the scene last year. Great play, arguably the best run play. And if you can just be patient there, they're going to give you the lane, and it may be going to the right side, it may be going to the left side, and you do have opportunities to bounce out here. As I bounce off the lineman, run this one more time here. And again, if your guy is shifty, that's what I'm talking about, where you can really get outside the tackles. And this play is super versatile. It almost acts like an under center run with your ability to get inside and outside. And so the last thing, actually, I didn't mention this earlier on the video, but uh, it, Bowling Green, what also makes this is if you want to go into pistol, they have a few different pistol sets here. I think it's 3. Yep. And you go to trips. Pistol trips is one of the best pistol formations in the game. It was great in 25. You have this bubble screen, the RPO read bubble. You have a fake bubble. Dagger, that concept out of play action has always been good. Read option dive. But the two best plays out of this are going to be zone and the stretch. And what makes these so good, real quick, is you can flip it by toggling your right thumbstick left or right if you want to flip the play and it doesn't give it away. And you can run to the strong side with the three blockers, or you can run it to the weak side if you feel like you have a numbers advantage over there, and big plays can happen out of it. So you mix up the zone out of this, and then we got the stretch here in the audible, so you can use this the same way. You want to flip it left, flip it left. If you want to go right, go right. And again, it's just literally about following your blockers here. And that's going to be a great mix up. So that's like a bonus here that we didn't touch at the beginning of the video. Add pistol trips into this. And I just gave you 4 sets, really dove into 3 of them, but 4 sets that you can really scheme out of. If this breakdown helped you level up, smash that like button and make sure you're subbed. We're only on day 2 of the 7-day playbook challenge, and it's only going to get hotter from here. So drop a comment below and let me know what formation you guys want to see me break down next, or what scheme you're running this year, and I may feature your setup in the upcoming video. So remember, when we hit 250 subs, the first comment under that milestone post is getting a shout out. 300, I'm breaking down a viewer scheme right here on the channel. Appreciate the support as always. This is Louisianimal Gaming, and we'll be back tomorrow with more NCAA 26. Stay scheming.